So to give you an update on the Azam under-17s, so at the moment we have the squad of 20, which was training with us from the start of February, but at the end of the month we had 10 of the players were selected for the under-17 national team. So we've been monitoring their progress with the national team. Myself and some of the other coaches have been attending training to observe their progress. So we're very happy to see that they're progressing well, that they're training well. We're looking forward this weekend for a match between the under-20 team, the Azam under-20s. We'll travel to Karume and play against the under-17 national team, which will give us a very good opportunity to see some of our players, our under-17 players, playing for the national team against the Azam under-20s. So we're very happy with the progress. It's very early. The squad have only been together since February, and now we won't have the squad together for around 4 weeks as they're with the national team. But I think, as you can see with last year with the Serengeti boys, we have no concerns with them being at the national team. In fact, I think with Coach Oscar and Coach Kim, the training that they will be getting will be of a very high standard. We just need to make sure we maintain communication and we support the national team with those players in any way that we can, for the benefit not just of Azam, but for the benefit of Tanzania as well. The squad that we have for the under-17s is a very young squad. The reason that we've done this is because the players that we had for the under-15 team last year that took part in the Azam Youth League in Dar es Salaam and finished second, a lot of those players we've looked to promote into the under-17s, but also it makes sense for us because the national team also has a very young under-17 boys. So the Serengeti boys, they are not 17 years old and 16 years old. The Serengeti boys are 14 and 15 years old because the country is preparing for the tournament in 2019, the African Cup of Nations under-17s. So this is also what we're doing as well. So our under-17 team is very young. So a lot of our players are 14 and 15 years old. So because of that, what we will look to do this year, we will hopefully attend 1 or 2 tournaments during the year, during the course of 2018. And we will attend under-15s, under-16 tournaments, but we will take that team that trains as the under-17s because they are a very young team. So our hope this year is that, of course, we will be able to operate an Azam Youth League in Dar es Salaam, but also that we can travel outside of Dar es Salaam to places within Tanzania or maybe outside of Tanzania to give the boys some exposure to play competitive football. So another key part of our program will be for us to try and get some of our players to attend training outside of Tanzania. So one of my objectives this year is for us to organise with different teams, bigger teams outside of Tanzania, for them to take some of our academy players, 1 or 2, for a short period of time, for 4 or 6 weeks before returning to Tanzania. And the purpose of this is for our players to have the exposure to play outside of Tanzania, so that as they are developing, they understand what other players in other countries, the level that they are at, but also it helps our players aspire to push further with their careers, to play outside of Tanzania. Because we don't just want our players to be coming through the academy and staying with Azam. Our intention is for them to come through the academy, play for Azam for a period, for a short time, and then move on to bigger clubs outside of Tanzania in their career. The same that we have done with Faridi Musa, for example, 2 years ago. So this is part of the process. With the younger players now, we will get them prepared for this type of future by allowing them to go and train with different teams outside of Tanzania for 4 to 6 weeks and expose them to those different environments.